today. We haven't covered, so I'm assuming everybody would remember how to do BMD and SFD from the last years. If we can revise it a little bit if we want. But what we will do today is we will learn about how the fixed end beams and how they deflect and what is their bending moment diagrams. Okay, so let me. Okay, so first, what we need to, can everybody see my screen? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Acha, does everybody remember we had discussed this thing about indeterminate and determinate beams? Does everybody remember what those things are? Determinate and indeterminate beams.
Can you please tell it again?
Does anybody know? Indeterminate and determinate. Just checking if anybody knows. Nobody? Okay, fine. So indeterminate or determinate beams is, everybody knows what are the reactions on a hinge support. ये hinge support है ना, तो hinge support में कितने reactions होते हैं?
This तो you should Aram, do you remember?
Come on,
Can
guys.
someone try at least, please? This is like
Two.
Two reactions. Okay. And so one is vertical and one is horizontal, right? Okay, I want
Yeah.
everybody, since you guys are not in front of me, I'm not getting a handle of कितने लोगों को समझ में आ रही है, ठीक है? Please take good notes. अगर आप अभी नहीं लोगे ना, ये समझ में नहीं आएगा. It's not just about this semester and getting through this semester, but it is also about what you will be doing next semester and the semester that's going to come afterwards and the semester that will come afterwards. So all these basic things, if you don't know, don't understand, don't remember, it is going to be a big challenge for you when you move on, in the semesters to come. So please try to pay attention, try to take notes. If you don't understand a concept, please ask. Just try to be a little more active. Just don't hang in there. Just be proactive, try to understand. All right. So what we have here is a beam, and beam that is supported on this hinge support, and this is a roller support. Roller support में कितने reactions हो सकते हैं?
One.
One. Yeah. So there is two reactions here, and there is one reaction here. So if I have some kind of like a load that is acting on this, like a UDL or a point load or something, I want to find what is the reaction on A and what is the reaction on B, right? So I need to figure out if there is, let's say if this is VA, this is VB, and this is horizontal HA, right? So the total, so I know a child, let's say there is some 50 kilonewton, and this is something like 5 kilonewton per meter or something like that. So I know what are the total design load that is acting on the beam. I need to figure out what are the reactions, right? So I have to figure out HA, I have to figure out VA, and I have to figure out VB, right? So there are two unknowns on this one and there is one unknown here. So the total number of unknowns here is 3, right? And I also know that I have some equilibrium equations, which we are always using, right? To figure these things out, I'm going to use sigma fx is equal to 0, sigma Fy is equal to 0, right? And sum of moments is equal to 0, right? So these are my equations, and I have these equilibrium equations which are 3 in numbers, right? So I have 3 unknowns and I have 3 equilibrium equations. We know from our mathematics class that we can always do if there are 2 unknowns, and if we have the simultaneous equations when we solve, if we have 2 equations, we can aram se solve them, right? So what we have to know is that these in this particular type of being, if we have 3 unknowns, then these 3 unknowns can be solved by these 3 equilibrium equations. So 3 unknowns, 3 equations, so this can be solved. So that's why this is called a determinate beam. Okay, this is called a determinate beam. The moment this becomes indeterminate, when you have the same loading system, but what you have instead is that you have a fixed end beam. Let's say ये वही loading system है, यहाँ पे थोड़ा थोड़ा ये है, this is same length and all that. There are fixed end beams. यहाँ पे hinge और roller के जगह पे यहाँ पे fixed end हो गया है. Now can somebody tell me a fixed end में कितने reactions होते हैं?
3.
3, right? What are those?
Horizontal, vertical, and movement.
Yeah, so there is a horizontal moment, there is horizontal reaction, vertical, and there is a reaction, which is a moment, right? So यहाँ पे भी this is also fixed end. So there is these reactions. So I know that there is VA, there is HA, there is MA, there is VB, HB, and MB, right? So I have 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. So I have total 6 unknowns here, right? I have 6 unknowns, but the equilibrium equations for any situation happens to be 3 only, right? So I have more unknowns than the equilibrium equations. So this is not a determinate beam. This is called an indeterminate beam. All right. This is called an indeterminate beam. Now, if I say this is an indeterminate beam, then the number of determinacy is 3, right? क्योंकि यहाँ पे 3 unknowns extra है. So the degree of indeterminacy is said as 3. Okay. Now let's come to fixed end beams here. And how do we find? So if you have a determinate beam, it is easy to find the BM, means bending moment, right? Bending moment distribution for, let's say, let me draw here. इतना सबको समझ में आया?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what we have here is, let's say we have a beam, a fixed end beam on, and that is all right. The length is L. Okay. Now to solve this, what is the nearest possible thing I can do? I know that अगर यहाँ पे roller और hinge support होता तो I can आराम से solve it. So what I should be doing to solve, or how can I trick this particular beam so that I can solve it in a more determinate way? Any idea? Okay, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to split this beam. Okay, I'm going to split this beam and I'm going to make this beam into determinate beams. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is that यहाँ पे 3 unknowns है और यहाँ पे भी 3 unknowns है, right? Okay. Now what I'll do is, it's not really like very exact or of sorts. This is a approximate method or just to give you or simplified version so that you can get a sense of what is going on here. Okay. So since यहाँ पे इतने सारे unknowns है, what we are doing is that we are splitting this beam. All right. We are saying that this is a beam which is equal to one beam that is sitting on hinge and roller. Yeah. This beam is equal to this very simple beam which is a determinate beam with a hinge and a roller support with the same loading condition, which is this one, plus if I do this, what am I excluding? I'm excluding the negative bending moment, right? So I'm saying that ये है, अभी ये, this is equal to this plus a beam जिसके ऊपर खाली नेगेटिव बेंडिंग मोमेंट डाला हुआ है. ओके, so did everybody understand what we are doing here?
Not
Can you
really.
please repeat the last part again?
Yeah, did you understand what the attempt is to actually make this beam in a sort of like a determinate form, so then we can analyze it in this way. ठीक है, ये जिस वे में हमने इसको एनालाइज किया है, वैसे we are trying to analyze this one also. We know that we only have 3 equilibrium equations and all these conditions are very excess. So what we are doing is that ये fixed beam को we made it a simple beam. Now you understand that there is a difference between a fixed beam and a simple beam, right? A simply supported beam does not have a negative bending moment, correct?
Yeah.
Pakka na? You understand that the thing does not. If I have to draw, okay, let me see. If I have to draw the deflected curve of the simply supported beam like this one here, how am I going to draw? I'm going to draw it like this, right? Right? Now, if I have to draw for the fixed end beam, I'm not going to draw like that the way I draw the simply supported. I'm going to draw like this. Kind of, sort of. It's not come out well, but you understood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so this side of the beam, or let me say this area of the beam, you see this sort of area, and this area of the beam is deflecting in a very different way. Understood? Why is this deflecting in a very different way? Because this support conditions are actually very different than this one. This is a hinged support, right? And this is a fixed support. The amount of fixity actually is stopping the beam from sort of bending, है ना? लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या है? This is a hinge joint. Whenever I say hinge, you just have to remember the door, right? If the door के ऊपर what to say वो hinge हिंज का वो पीस लगाने के जगह पर if you were to just simply take a wooden plyboard and fix the door, it is not going to open, right? And if in case if you are trying to open, the door is going to bend like this. Let's say ऐसा है कुछ, या और उसको आपको इस तरफ खोलना है, so ये ऐसे बेंड होगा, राइट? इट इज, लेकिन अगर यहाँ पे हिंज जॉइंट है और अगर ऐसे डोर होता और खाली ओपन करना है ऐसे, तो इट विल जस्ट सिंपली ओपन दिस वे, राइट? आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ठीक है ना? तो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन अ फिक्स्ड एंड अ सिंपली सपोर्टेड बीम. नाउ व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इज दैट आई कैन नॉट एनालाइज इतना सारा कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी दैट इज एक्टिंग ऑन वन support condition. So what I did is that इसमें से for a equilibrium equation I can take care of hinge joint. ठीक है? तो इसमें अगर 3 है which is इधर vertical, horizontal और मोमेंट, तीनों है, तो ये मैंने मोमेंट को निकाल के दूसरे में डाल दिया, तो क्या बचा? हॉरिजॉन्टल और वर्टिकल बचा, राइट? So horizontal and vertical, I'm making it that becomes a hinge joint. So this joint, I bifurcated that joint as a hinge joint and a joint which is undergoing negative bending moment. Okay. So I'm simplifying this entire theory so that in a way you can understand it. Okay. Now I hope my attempt is fruitful, but ठीक है. सो ये जो यहाँ पे फिक्सिटी है, फिक्सिटी की वजह से देर इज नेगेटिव बेंडिंग मोमेंट. सो वो नेगेटिव बेंडिंग मोमेंट को आई हैव पुट हियर and I have made this beam, split this beam into a simply supported and the same beam that is undergoing negative bending moment. Now what we need to analyze is what happens to this beam. This beam को I can surely analyze. इसका तो bending moment find कर सकते हैं ना? What's the bending moment diagram for this beam?
Rajita, can you explain from the point of fixity, like how it becomes a negative supported?
Negative bending moment, right? So you understood, did you understand when I'm saying that a door that is on a hinge and a door that is fixed to the frame? Did you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So so what happens is that when you have a hinge joint, it is allowing rotation, right? It is letting that what to say, letting that degree of freedom, है ना? तो अगर मैंने, so this is a column, RCC column है, और this is the beam, और ये भी column है, ठीक है? यहाँ से अगर मैंने ये सारे को RCC से पूरा I am doing casting, इसके अंदर से what I did is I got the reinforcement bar, I put it in this one, right? I took the reinforcement bar and I'm taking all the reinforcement bar from the column and I'm putting inside, ठीक है? और ये reinforcement bar ऊपर भी जा रहा है, all right? और फिर ये जो बीम का reinforcement bars है, वो भी इसके अंदर I am putting. I'm extending the reinforcement bars that are coming from the beam and I'm also taking it above into the column. What am I doing here by increasing all these gachpuch is that I'm increasing the fixity of this point. Now what is fixity? Fixity is basically I'm growing roots. All right, I'm growing roots of the beam into this column. So I'm saying that yes, sub reinforcement bars, just think of them as roots and they're growing into the column. But let's say somehow I have a RCC column here. What I have the next is I have a steel beam. And the steel beam simply just comes here, a steel I-beam or something that comes here and is getting only fixated. यहाँ पे एक L यहाँ पे से screw किया, you know, यहाँ पे screw किया. Okay, it is still standing there, but in case of earthquake or in case of some really heavy load or some wind vibrations or something, there are no roots that are coming from this beam and going into the RCC. You understood? There is no connection that is there from the column into the beam here, right? So this joint is less fixed than this one, right? This is more fixated and this is not as fixated as this one. Okay. So what I'm saying is that this joint here has less freedom. It has almost zero freedom to move, right? And whereas this has more freedom to move, isn't it? Like if I try to put some heavy load here, then I want to make sure that um, oh, just take the example of a diving board. ठीक है, ये वो है, और डाइविंग बोर्ड की जगह पे अगर मैंने स्टील का प्लैंक डाल दिया तो चलेगा क्या? The diver is not going to be able to do the kind of stunt that he wants to do by standing here, right? The reason the flexibility is required is because of the use or whatever it is designed for. But if I completely fix it with all these kinds of, यहाँ पे एक member डाल दिया, हाँ यहाँ पे भी एक member डाल दिया, I'm making it पूरा fixed, this is not going to move up and down like that, then the diver is not going to be able to do the stuff. You need a little bit of rotation, you need a little bit of flexibility, but this is not the kind of flexibility you want for the floor of your house. You want the floor of your house like this, completely fixed, isn't it? Ekdam fixed chahiye. You don't want your furnitures to start moving when you're walking from one end of the room to the other end of the room, right? So you want some rigidity here, whereas you want flexibility in this case, the diverse case, right? Now come back to this one. This is exactly what I'm doing here. What you have here is a very rigid beam, which is a fixed beam. Yeah. When you're saying it's a fixed beam, what you're doing is that you are not allowing any kind of rotation. So there are no rotation, absolutely no rotation at the ends. Okay. Any kind of rotation that was possible, you have curtailed that, you have made it zero. Now, what we know by our equilibrium equations is that हमको possibility of finding ये तभी होगा if we have some flexibility. Okay, thoda flexibility hoga, and there are only 3 equations to solve. So I'm just trying to jugadify here and figure out if I can remove the flexibility here and put those. So I'm trying to analyze, okay, what are those degree of rotation that is curtailed here? So I know that यहाँ पे 3 reactions है. I have 3 reactions here. So I'm taking those यहाँ, और यहाँ पे negative bending moment है. So I'm taking these 2 reactions I'm keeping here, and negative bending moment reaction I'm putting here. It is the same, it is the same sort of, it is the same beam. I'm just sort of overlaying this. Okay. It is ये current beam है, उसके ऊपर मैंने दूसरा tracing paper रखा है. That's all. Understood?
But
So
sorry,
नहीं
but
नहीं
aren't
बोलो.
you these 6 reactions into 5 by not doing hinge and doing hinge and roller because HB is then missing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, HB is anyways missing here because there is no horizontal reaction at this point. So HB is anyways a redundant parameter.
Okay, got it. So we just don't include it after that. Got it.
Yeah, it's a redundant factor, वैसे भी. ठीक है. So what I did is that I understood that because of the fixity here, there is some negative bending moment. Yeah, the beam would have bent like this. But because it is rigid, the beam is stopped from bending here. Itne jagah se the beam is not bending, right? It is not bending from here. It is only bending this much. So ye jo negative, so all this is positive bending moment, and jo negative bending moment. So if if this were to bend like this, what I'm saying is that I'm stopping it by giving it some negative bending moment. Yeah. So इधर से भी I am bending and ऊपर से भी यहाँ से bending हो रहा है. So what will happen eventually is that this is not going to bend ऐसे, but it will eventually bend little bit. Okay. So that's the whole idea. I don't know how much I have been successful in explaining to you. समझ में आया नहीं आया बताओ अभी. समझ में आया? Yes, no?
Yep.
और हम
Yeah.
पक्का?
Yeah.
Okay, ठीक है. So this is a beam that we are dividing in a simply supported beam, and the same beam as subjected only to the negative moment, right? So यहाँ के जो negative moment है उसको हमने उसको हमने क्या बोलते हैं जैसे अलग कर दिया है, and we are taking the same beam with the negative moment induced. Now we can figure out what is the bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam, right, which has a load in the center. We did that in the first semester. Right? Like, any idea? Anybody wants to take a guess?
Can you repeat the question?
So it is, I wanted to know what is the bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam with a point load in the center. Okay, so this is going to, when you basically resolve these things, what you will find is that यहाँ का both the reactions happen to be W by 2, right? It is equidistant. So this total W है, so this is going to be W by 2. If this is at the center point, then at the center point, what will be the moment? Moment is going to be this reaction into this length, right? ये length is L by 2. So L by 2 into length into force into length is the moment, right? So W by 2 into L by 2 is the moment here. So you can basically draw it like that. That's what I'm drawing here. So the moment is WL by 4. Okay. And it is going to be positive because we are assuming that sagging moments are positive. ठीक है. Now we have the इतना तो समझ में आया ना सबको?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now the other thing that we need to figure out is the negative bending moment, because इस पे वो जो negative bending moment हमने यहाँ पे नहीं consider किया है ना. So we are taking that negative bending moment and we are putting that here. तो ये negative bending moment का, it is going to be the same reaction all throughout, right? And it is applied only at these hinges, right? यहाँ पे ये जो hinge है उसी में we are applied. So यहाँ पे जितना moment है, that same moment basically gets carried forward till the end of the beam. So it is going to be like this. Okay, so let's say this total moment is mx. So then this is going to be mx, and this is also going to be mx. And this is negative, so this is going to be negative here, right? This is below the line, it's negative bending moment. So, so this beam is equal to this beam plus this beam. So the bending moment for this beam has to be equal to these two bending moments put together, right? So if I were to overlay the bending moment diagrams of both of them together, then I will finally get the bending moment diagram for this beam, right? This one. ठीक है. So if I am going to overlay, just think of it as ये एक tracing paper है and I am going to put this tracing paper over it. So finally what I'll get is that this is minus, okay, this is negative area. So negative area on top of the positive area. So the negative and the positive is obviously going to cut each other. So I will get some remainder of the things, right? So I'm going to uh, so this is the negative area. And this is the positive area. This is the negative area. This is the positive area. Okay. So the areas that are going to ultimately get sort of crossed or negated is this much portion, right? This is the area that is going to get crossed or negated. तो बचा क्या? बचा only this much, right? If I can. बचा only this much, which okay. So this is positive and this is negative. And this is also negative. Okay. This is the 0, 0 line, all right? This is the 0, 0 line.
Could you please explain how MX is in that shape? Sorry.
No problem. MX is, I am putting the moment only at the ends and not anywhere else, right? It is like a scale. What you're doing is that you're taking the scale and खाली उसके end को you're modifying, not in the center. Okay. तो क्या होगा यहाँ पे मैंने so I'm just trying to figure out what is the amount of moment that I am putting. So I am putting, let's assume because of this load, the total moment that is generated as the negative moment is mx. So दोनों यहाँ पे same mx है, तो यहाँ पे mx है और बीच में कहीं पे भी I am not putting any negative moment. यहाँ पे और कोई negative moment नहीं है, only until I reach here at the other end. So that's why this is mx, and then it is not increasing, decreasing, it is the same thing. And then when I'm here, there is another mx, right? Clockwise is positive, anti-clockwise is negative.
Thank you.
ठीक है. So this is positive और ये positive area के ऊपर ये negative area डाल दिया, तो this is the total overlay किया तो इतना is the remainder amount of ये मिलता है. Okay. Any question? समझ में आया सबको? हाँ. पूछना है तो अभी पूछ लो, because बाद में if you don't understand then it will be a big problem.
Can
आगे
we
बढ़ूं?
wait 2 minutes to like write it down?
Sure. हो गया?
Thank you.
Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to figure out what is the total quantity, right? What is we have to quantify, means we have to know, okay, यहाँ पे कितना value है, यहाँ का value कितना है, what is the negative moment at that joint, what is the maximum sagging moment that is happening here, and what are happening at the edges. ठीक है? Now because the beam is in equilibrium, it is not collapsing or it is not failing, it is safe to assume that the total load that is applied by the external force, somehow the joints are able to produce the same amount of negative moment, right? Counter, so equal and opposite reaction के वजह से, so we can assume that the positive moment, how much ever is the positive moment, the sagging moment that is applied is equal to the negative moment, hogging moment. ठीक है? So if that is the case, we can also figure out that the area, that the total quantity of positive and the total quantity of negative has to be equal to each other, right? The way we can figure out what is that total quantity is by taking the area, right? So the area of this positive moment, area of this positive thing has to be equal to the area of the negative moment. Yeah. So let's say if this is, so we know that for a simply supported beam, this is the total maximum bending moment at the center. Yeah. So अगर इसका area निकाला तो it will give me the total quantity of the sagging moment. So that is equal to 1/2 area का area of triangle, right? So 1/2 WL by 4 into L has to be equal to, let's say this is mx, so mx into L. Mx into L. Okay, so it's easy to conclude that whatever is this x is actually WL by 8. Right? समझ में आया? Yes, no, yes, no. So this x, so ये mx के जगह पे if I have to write, I will write WL by 8. And ये top portion is anyways WL by 4. Right? ये इतना एरिया मैंने नेगेटिव कर दिया, मतलब कट हो गया, तो क्या बचा? इतना एरिया बचा. Right? So this area is what it is going to be. WL by 4 minus WL by 8. So this is going to be WL by 8 again. So if I have to draw the final bending moment diagram for the fixed beam is going to be like this. It's going to be WL by 8, which is negative, WL by 8, which is positive, and this again is WL by 8. This is positive, this is negative, this is WL by 8, which is negative. Okay, who all are with me here?
Why have we taken half into WL by 4 into L in like the first step?
Say that again. Why have we taken
Half in this equation, the half into WL by 4 into L वाली equation में why have we
Acha.
taken
Triangle.
That's because we have to figure out that the area of the positive sagging is equal to the amount, which is the area of the negative, which is the hogging moment.
Area of rectangle and area of triangle, basically. Your formula. Tanvi.
Okay, thank you.
ये समझ में आया? Why are we equating both of these? वो समझ में आया?
Yeah.
हम दोनों को एक इक्वल क्यों कर रहे हैं, वो समझ में आया ना?
Yeah. Because we are breaking the fixed beam into two parts, that's why we are equating it so that it becomes equal to.
या ऑल्सो बिकॉज ये जो सैगिंग मोमेंट है, वो सैगिंग मोमेंट को काउंटरएक्ट करने के लिए उतना ही हॉगिंग मोमेंट चाहिए, या हॉगिंग मोमेंट इज अ रिएक्शन ऑफ द सैगिंग मोमेंट, राइट? सो दो बोथ ऑफ देम हैव टू बी, नहीं तो अगर द व्हाट टू से, if the sagging moment is so much, then the beam will fail, na? So if the beam is in equilibrium, then all the reactions that are acting have to be equal and opposite to each other, right? अगर मैं चेयर पे बैठी हूँ और चेयर नहीं टूट रहा है, उसका मतलब ये हुआ कि the weight that my body is putting on the chair, there is an equal and opposite reaction that the chair is giving. ठीक है ना? अगर मेरा वेट इतना ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगा तो चेयर टूट ही जाएगा, करेक्ट? सो दिस इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, इफ माय वेट इज पॉजिटिव एंड द चेयर का रिएक्शन वेट इज नेगेटिव, देन दैट पॉजिटिव वेट हैज टू बी इक्वल टू द नेगेटिव वेट or negative force. So that is what I am doing here by equating the positive moment and the negative moment, right? So एक का shape is triangle, एक का shape is rectangle. Mx is what I'm interested to know, because I don't know how much negative moment it is inducing. So when I equate them, I figure out that the negative moment that is induced is equal to WL by 8. अभी length of the beam तो I know already. Weight, whichever is the design load or whatever I'm going to put on the beam, that is also something that I know. So I can figure out merely by looking at the beam that अच्छा इतना load है और इतना length है, तो उसका negative moment इतना होगा और positive moment इतना होगा. ठीक है?
Yeah. Thank you.
Could you please explain the part after mx is equal to WL by 8 again, where you do the you get the WL by 8, you made the division on the positive part.
Okay. हाँ, मतलब ये वाला part ना? हाँ.
हाँ.
So अभी what I'm doing is that मैंने ये पूरा portion को ऐसे हाथ से pick किया. Let's assume ये पूरा portion मैंने tracing paper पे डाला है. Yeah, this whole portion I put it on the tracing paper and I'm overlaying on this part, on the positive sagging वाला part. ठीक है? तो क्या हो गया? This much area is getting negated. मतलब इतना portion तो cut हो गया. The only portion that is left is this much. That I'll do in some color. Yeah, so when after I overlay it, itna is the only portion that is left, right? Sorry. This much is the only portion that is left. Now, yeah, अभी मुझे ये मालूम है, I want to quantify it. मुझे ये पता चल गया, this is mx and mx का value is WL by 8. So this line is WL by 8. This throughout, this line coming till here is WL by 8. Right? And this top portion here is WL by 4. So if this area is gone, what is left? WL by 4, and this much is the only portion, right? So that is WL by 8, right? WL by 4 minus WL by 8. समझ में आया? Who was that?
Okay,
Fleur? Fleur,
that was
right?
Thank you.
Okay. Understood, guys. You can, please ask. Shravan not here today.
No, he's sick today, so he's not here.
Oh, okay. Anybody else has any question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask one thing, Rajita.
Yeah.
In the final, the last diagram that we've made, so the net negative comes out to be WL by 4 and the positive is WL by 8. So that is more than the positive then, the negative moment.
No, negative is WL by 8 only, na? Negative हमने mx है ना, negative is mx का एरिया और ये पॉजिटिव एरिया हमने इक्वेट किया, तो हमको क्या मिला? यही मिला ना, WL/8 मिला ना, ये L और ये L कट हो गया तो WL/4 into half is WL/8.
Okay, and in the final one, the one with 3 triangles, 2 in the negative.
ये
Yeah.
वाला, हाँ
Yeah. So
हाँ
here we add below axis and above axis. So negative is more than.
yeah. You mean to say yeah, meaning? हाँ यही ना, मतलब
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't quite understand. You understood na what I meant?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. समझ में आया? प्लीज राइट इट डाउन, तो नहीं तो फिर नहीं समझ में आएगा ये सब कुछ भी. लेट्स नाउ डू, ये पेज नहीं चाहिए ना, तो नया. लेट्स डू इफ देर इज अ यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड लोड होगा तो क्या करते हैं, ठीक है. लेट्स सी इफ द ये तो पॉइंट लोड था ना. अगर ये इसके ऊपर इंस्टेड ऑफ हैविंग point load, if we had a beam, fixed beam that has UDL, तो क्या करते हैं?
You get a curve. I'm not sure how it'll look though.
Right. So this, okay, now we have to bifurcate this beam, right? The easiest way of finding out is that this beam has to be equal to उसका सपोर्ट चेंज करके उसको सपोर्ट को हिंज और सिंपली सपोर्टेड बना दो. पहले तो वही करना है, राइट? तो उसको सिंपली सपोर्टेड के लिए हिंज कर देंगे, राइट? उसको ऐसे हिंज कर दिया. ओके, दिस इज इक्वल टू दिस प्लस, और ऐसे सिंपल एक बीम है और बीम पे हमने कुछ तो नेगेटिव मोमेंट होगा. वी डोंट नो हाउ मच इज दैट नेगेटिव मोमेंट, सो वी आर पुटिंग दैट खाली ऐसा एक बीम है और बीम के ओनली एजेस पे वी आर गिविंग इट मोमेंट, ठीक है. सो दिस बीम, so we are saying that there is this beam is equal to this plus this plus this 1 plus 2. All right, now iska bending moment, so apne ko finally we want to know what is the bending moment of this one, so that we can find what is the bending moment at each and every point on the beam, right? Iska bending moment kya hoga? Fleur, you said, mentioned something.
I said it'll be a curve, but I don't know how it'll look.
It will be a sagging or a hogging. It will be a positive or a negative one.
It'll come above the axis.
Yeah, it will come above the axis. It's a uniformly distributed load, so it will be a curve and it will be a parabolic curve, right? So we can aram se draw that this is going to look like this. Okay, so this is going to be positive. It's sort of like a sagging thing, so it's going to be positive. ठीक है. और ये वाला क्या होगा? ये वाला एज पे कुछ मोमेंट है और कहीं और पे नहीं है. ओनली बोथ द एजेस हैव इट, राइट? सो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू ड्रॉ. यहाँ पे भी लेट्स नेम दैट इट इज सम एक्स नेगेटिव मोमेंट. सो यहाँ पे और ये और कहीं पे दूसरा मोमेंट नहीं है, सो ये एक्स है and this is negative. Okay, now just like how we did it previously, the area of the sagging has to be equal to the area of the hogging, right? So what we are saying is that the area of the so let me just write here. So area of positive has to be equal to the area of the negative, right? What we need to find is let's say this is L and this is small w and the length is L. Okay, ओके, सो नाउ इसका एरिया जितना होगा दैट प्लस दैट करेंगे तो mx मिल जाएगा. Now let's so area. Okay, who knows the area of a parabolic curve? Okay, सबसे पहले ये इतना maximum ये कितना है? किसी को याद है from the first semester? How much is this one? Height? Any guesses? Okay, चलेगा. What is the area of a parabolic curve? Anybody knows? Two by three, okay, and h into the base. Base. So let me just write base. Okay, is equal to whatever is mx. Mx into L. Base is L. So 2 by 3, h is W L square by 8. Okay. For a simply supported beam, the or uniformly distributed load hoga uske upar. So this will come as W L square by 8. Okay. It is easy to remember all these things instead of now you आपको पता चलेगा कि अच्छा इसको derive करो, W है तो W total load is W into L. So you find the reaction either both of them and then you figure out ये total कितना होना चाहिए. इससे अच्छा है formula याद कर लो. इसमें आएगा W L by 2 और इधर भी आएगा W L by 2. ठीक है. और यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड लोड है अगर तो क्या करना होता है? Do you know what you have to do? W L square L by 2 into L by 2. Okay, I'm trying to find out what is the maximum bending moment at the center. Okay, so this is reaction ka. This is coming like this. And then you have another load, the total UDL that is there, that is acting on the downward direction, right? Yes, no? Which is W L by 2 into L by 4, right? So when you totally basically solve it, you will get W L square by 8, which is this one here. Okay. Anyhow, so height is W L square by 8 or base is L. So this is the area of this entire thing. This entire area has to be equal to this entire area. Okay. Now this is equal to mx by L. So if I do whatever calculation I need to do, तो मुझे मिलता है mx is equal to WL square by 12, right? WL square by 12. Okay. Now if I overlay this guy on top of this one here, so I get it like this. I should use two colors. This is the positive one. ऐसे. So this much area पूरा कट हो जाएगा, ये पूरा कट हो जाएगा. तो finally क्या बचेगा? ये this much is what will be left out. Okay. So this is positive. This is negative. Okay. तो ये मुझे समझ में आया कि ये WL square by 12 है क्योंकि ये mx है ना. So this is mx और mx मैंने find किया. What is mx is WL square by 12. So this is mx, so this is also mx, so this is also WL square by 12. Now I know that यहाँ पे the highest point is WL square by 8. उसमें से इतना पोर्शन तो निकल गया WL square by 12 का सॉरी इतना पोर्शन निकल गया. Yeah, this much portion is gone. So ये वाला portion कितना होगा? This will be WL square by 8 minus WL square by 12. So this will give me WL square by 24. Okay, so this is the maximum sagging moment that there is. Sagging moment. Okay, पूछो अभी किसको समझ में है? Tanvi, Arham.
I got it.
Got it? Okay. Nainika, did you understand?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Arushi, Ambika, you there? Tanaya?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. और कौन है? शुभांगी. Sham, are you there, Sham?
Oh, sorry, I did have a question. How did we decide initially that sagging is positive and hogging is negative, even earlier? How did we consider that?
That's because that's just a nomenclature. And the nomenclature में क्या होता है? For any kind of building, if you see, particularly a building, there are more sagging moments than hogging moments. You can always feel that the beams are sagging, the slab is sagging, right? But the only component that is sagging in the entire space is the chhajja that is outside the building ka wall, na? So the amount of things that are actually sagging elements are much more. So since those elements were more, you consider them positive so that when you're doing your calculation, you'll land up with some calculation which are positive. Otherwise, उसको अगर आप sagging को negative लोगे, you will always have some negative, some negative number, and you just don't know what to do with this negative number. It is also a contradiction. A negative number basically means that it is less than zero, and less than zero, to understand it normally, just means that यहाँ पे negative 835 kilonewton meter है. So that is, so zero से कम है, मतलब it's very less. So it gives you a very wrong impression. So that's why in calculations you take that as sagging as positive, so that it gets the value that it needs. So it's just a way to, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but
Understood.
does
Okay.
that
So
make
ease of
sense? Yeah.
calculations because it's the majority. Got it.
It's the majority, and also the perception that goes around it, iske liye. Okay, anybody else? Or let's say who else is there? Chirag, Kanchan, Prakriti, Gayatri, Mansi, Nandini.
Yeah,
Yeah, bolo. Understood?
yeah. Okay. Yeah, understood. Yeah, I'll forget it. Like there will be some doubts which I will clear by revisiting the lectures in the record.
Abhi पूछ लो, because then later on I don't know how much.
Like अभी तो है सब समझ गया, बट फिर बाद में जब पढ़ना रहेगा तो एक आधी बार कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है, तो फिर तब
ठीक है, नोट्स लिखोगे तो मोस्ट लाइकली सॉल्व हो जाएगा. ओके ओके. अरहम को पूछ लिया. योशिता, आकृति, अनुष्का. ओके, looks like इतने ही हैं लोग. Okay, so so basically this is what I had in my mind to do. just to get you guys started on how to what is the bifurcation, bifurcation in the sense, how do you, when you have a fixed end beam, it's difficult to analyze, मतलब वो determinate और indeterminate वाला फंडा आ गया, because it is indeterminate beam, उसको हम normally जैसे first year में हम solve करते थे वैसे नहीं कर सकते. So since that is the condition, we try to make it like first year first semester wala beams, so that we can individually solve them. Individually solve करके फिर उसको एक के ऊपर एक ऐसे overlay करो, and then you find out the final building final bending moments. Okay, that is the idea. I wanted to do numericals, but I'm not really sure. अभी तो 4 बज गए. I don't know if I should do that today. What do you guys say? We can take it tomorrow, not tomorrow, next week. Neeraj,
Yeah.
should we do numericals? We will have lots of numericals for this one. The reason is because, just like how Chirag mentioned, it is easy to understand when the class is going on. You feel like you have understood, but बाद में when you have to do it separately and sit and study, you will have hundreds of questions. So we will do the numericals, lots of them for this one. अभी करना है या next time करना है?
Can we do it in next week?
Can we do next week? Okay. What say all? Is Neeraj around?
He's
Hello,
in the
yeah,
meeting.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramya.
Yeah, Arham.
I know, I was saying that concept-wise, the lecture was a little heavy. So is it possible to like do it next time? So.
I thought the same too, but okay.
If everyone
I mean, yeah, if everybody agrees, then maybe we can take it next time.
At least you're speaking. Neil, Sahil, all of you, hope.
Deep, Aparna, Shruti, please speak up, okay? And yeah, we can take this up next class. There are other things also I wanted to do, so we can do numericals and everything next class, at least then, but make sure that you are taking good notes, so when wherever we start from next time onwards, you have a solid base. Okay. ठीक है नीरज, इनको ज्यादा तो अभी क्वेश्चंस नहीं है. Yeah.
No problem.
And please, for next class, will you please ask your friends to come? Yeah. One of the reasons I don't want to start doing numericals is also because अगर इस बार कराया तो next class में नहीं करूँगी. तो next class अगर नहीं किया तो फिर ये पूरा का पूरा concept जिसने आज नहीं attend किया और जो भी लोग यहाँ पर हैं और सो रहे हैं उनको कुछ समझ में आने वाला नहीं है. So that's why. ठीक है? Okay, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure no one is going to listen to recording next time, even people. So it's better if you participate in class itself. I mean, for clearing doubts, it's fine. Otherwise, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Okay, चलो. ठीक है.
Thanks,
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.